On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, one of my faves, LEGO X-Men, the X-Jet.
Out of the way, bub. I'm driving.
Doesn't matter, Wolverine. This thing is so expensive to fly, we're out of fuel again. A stealthy, sleek, powerful carrier for the X-Men to chauffeur around the world.
Well, maybe Rogue here could lift the jet up with her powers. We can get around without the fuel.
And unfortunately runs off a lot of dollars to build this one. Wow, what a price point at 85. Yikes, LEGO.
What? I'll give it a try, but it sure looks heavy.
Come on, Rogue, you can do it.
She's doing it. She's doing it.
Sorry, guys. It's too expensive to lift.
The X-Jet set is also exciting as it gives me a chance to inventory a few Wolverine minifigures that I've been collecting for a few years. Even that really special one that came with Deadpool.
Hey, Bub. Who are you, Bub? It's me, Bub. Don't you remember the original Wolverine minifigure? Hey, Bub. Doesn't look like Wolverine to me. You gotta have a fancy bright yellow costume with Batman ears. Or, Bub, a mech like mine. Okay, Bub. I'm really confused now. Alright, Bub, perhaps you're not using Bub enough. Bub, 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 Bub. Bub, 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 Bub. Alright, Bub, I changed my mind. That's gotta be Wolverine. Hey, Bub, do you know what two Batmans look like kissing? What's that, Bub? Looks like you, Wolverine. I don't like that, Bub.
But I suppose if you're a big X-Men fan like I am, it might be worth it. So we'll go through the build and see, is this really worth the $85 for this build? Got some good minifigures in there, so I'll give it that. Let's get to building. I really want to see if this stealth can plane.
Squirrel Stampede.
That really doesn't make sense.
Sure.
Does
And
it? Anyone?
Squirrel Live.
Anyone? So there we have it, LEGO Marvel, set number 76281, X-Men X-Jet. 359 pieces with 4 minifigures. Yeah, I would watch it, Storm. He's been doing that all year. This X-Jet's designed, themed after 90's X-Men. If you get a chance, I believe Disney Plus still has them available to watch through. Some of the most cel-shadiest, overly detailed but frame rate destroyed cartoons out there. On the back of the box, we're at the back of the X-Jet Wolverine, opening it up, trying to find where all those dollar signs are coming from. Got a double-seated cockpit, some storage locations. Should be a pretty entertaining build. And good minifigure assortment with Cyclops, Magneto, Rogue, and another Wolverine. LEGO is slowly debuting X-Men minifigures through the years. Inside the box, one X-Jet instruction booklet with 105 steps of building. A couple X-Jet fuselages. Bag 1. Bag 2. Bag 3. Bag 4, not too bad. And a medium-sized sheet of stickers. Oh, I hope that's enough to keep us going. Oh, there goes some more dollar signs. Let's get back to bag 1. And seeing what we have here inside of bag 1, we have some beams, brick separators, and pieces of another Wolverine. So this is my fourth Wolverine I've collected. I was not sure if there was a mini car build at one point. There may have been. I may have that if that was made. This Wolverine, of course, in a 90s style X-Men cartoon suit. And probably going to be pretty similar to what we saw with the Marvel minifigures we saw in 23. Although there are some differences. Maybe in the arms, a little more hairier arms on Logan there. With the arm print and sleeve is missing now on this version here. I guess that's how I'm going to have to remember it. Get his claws on. Nothing beats the simplicity of the LEGO clawing. Pants are a little different too, look at that. From the front, the print is just a little bit weaker. And on the sides, this one actually has it a little more designed. This one has just a blue side to it. So a little more basic with our X-Jet Wolverine. And as for other Wolverine, set number 6866 Wolverine there, old school. What was that, the movie Wolverine? And the Wolverine mech set from a year or 2 or 3 ago. 3 claws ago maybe. So we've seen some Wolverines through time now. And luckily I should be able to keep them in order by like leaving one in a mech, one by his helicopter, one bagged with some minifigures. and this one in a very expensive X-Jet. And we can begin the build of our X-Jet with a few bales of hay inside. It should be a pretty fun and enjoyable build, I think, albeit probably pretty quick. Follow through as we go through our first bag. And so we have constructed a canoe, the X-Canoe, one of the most rarest vehicles ever seen, perfect for the Savage Land. Interesting that we've got plenty of seating inside. We did not expect to see the extra seating. We've got, I think this is the front cockpit. I'm not exactly sure yet. Wolverine's secrets are there, but I like this little layered screen they have in front of this screen. It's kind of a cool little feature. Double seats up here, flip around to this side. We have a couple more seats. And back here we've got Magneto attacking on a screen, so this must be maybe where they're controlling the firing mechanisms. We'll find out. It was a pretty smooth build to start us off. I liked it quite a bit. Sorry for all the spinning there, Wolverine. So if you want to stop there and enjoy the X-Canoe and the Savage Lands, you've got it going.
Row, row, row your X-Jet gently down the stream. Bub, merrily, 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 life is but
Alright, maybe at this point I should document what just happened. I nearly fumbled a mini Mountain Dew all over Rare Set 6866. Instructions almost got splashed, had a big puddle right here. The brick separator got totaled. Luckily the X-Jet did not get any splash damage. That photo though is over on Squirrel Stampede Instagram if you have to see. Whoops. Anyhow, back to the build. We are on bag 2, untainted by the Mountain Dew, so all these pieces are not sticky. Should be finding another minifig. It looks like Magneto goes down. So we'll check out Magneto's pants. There's Magneto's pants. Not my most favorite Magneto minifigure. I'm trying to recall when he does the Big M suit. There's his headpiece. And gray hair, long gray hair. Can anyone recall or place when we would see this one? Last year I was reading lots of the Mighty Marvel Masterworks stuff and old school stuff, and Magneto back then even was pretty much Magneto of today. There we have him right there. And I was also trying to catch up a little bit on House of X from a few years ago, which I missed, and Magneto has pretty much normal stuff going on there. It's cool though, we have a different design, as I still have the Magneto from the 6866 set, which is pretty much as traditional as you can get right there, right, with the cape and the helmet. I'm sure we'll see more Magneto on their way someday. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have a cape. He does have a cape. Okay, I missed his cape. It was off to the side. Alright, that's helping a little bit more there with the cape. That makes sense with the little print on his chest there. Gotta have a cape if you're Magneto, for sure. That's what gives you your floating powers. Oh, and there's something else to build for Magneto, his floating metal plate, just like the other one. There we go, you gotta have a floating plate. So not only does he have his floating metal plate, but he has his floating metal cape. Is his cape metal? Oh gosh, I don't know. Magneto, everybody. Okay then, I fumbled enough. Let's get back to the X-Jet build. We gotta get more things onto this jet, right Wolverine? So follow along as we continue on this very interesting build. And so there we go, bag 2 looking less like the X-Canoe and more like the XRV. If we add up some nice window panels here, some wheels down below, we'll have a very cool vacation vehicle for our X-Men to tour the country with. I like what's going on so far. It's a fun build. Bag 3, we can maybe meet another X-Men. Who do you think will be in bag 3? Methinks, one of my faves, Cyclops is here. Cyclops! Should be a quick build for Cyclops. No capes, no headpieces maybe? Oh, he's got some hair. I guess it just depends. Some people like Cyclops with hair, others with hood. I've been waiting for a nice Cyclops minifigure for a while now. I still can't remember if I had one in the mini vehicle forms back in the day. So there we go, with helmet, and if you wish, you can give him some hair. Have that hair puffing out of his hat. So one of the cool reasons for getting the X-Jet is also getting a Cyclops and of course a Rogue coming up. Slowly filling in our X-Men team. No arm prints or anything special with this one, kind of basic. There's his back. But I like this one, I like Cyclops. And so now the rest of the bag of 3, I foresee the X-Jet maybe looking more like an X-Jet after this build. We will see, we will see. More little pieces too. So let's continue on our build. Now we're getting there with the X-Jet just without wings or engines. I like the scale, the take with you anywhere size of this jet. And I like these opening and closing cockpits. They're on forks with ratchet. So you can kind of slowly lift up and position where you want. 2 people can sit up front there. And then this area, a little bit hidden, you can see in there where they're targeting Magneto. So builds pretty well. We also added a couple stud launchers on the bottom and this moving really cool light piece right there. So it's setting up really nicely so far. Can't wait to finish this off. Final bag coming. Bag 4. And we should see Rogue in here. Rogue's gotta be here somewhere. Where is she? There we go. Based off a feeling LEGO has been a little stingy on giving us minifigures lately, I'm really surprised we see a Rogue in this set. They could have easily left her out. She has 2 face prints, this one angry, this one a little happier. Let's get her hair on. Long hair with a little bit of gray. Excellent to see Rogue included in this pack. And other things, now we're just gonna start adding on wings finally to our X-Jet. It may be super expensive, but it's just the right amount of pieces, methinks. So let's fly Rogue over here and continue the build, our final bag, bag 4. And constructed and finished our X-Jet with bag 4. Had a few hiccups in there, you may have noticed, with the wings being on backwards and a little bit of trouble with the engine drums. And even placing those lower wings on the upper wings and back and forth. Lots of fun there. But we got it together and it's looking really nice. Again, the scale is just about right. I'm sure they could eventually do like a UCS X-Jet, which would be a lot of fun too. But this is the type of jet you could quickly build, take with you anywhere, have fun adventures. It's got a little bit of everything to keep you busy. The extra team seating in the central fuselage is a really nice little extra. Lately, sometimes you just get maybe 2 seats and that's about it. Also a little bit of storage back here. We've got plenty of room for all these extra stud shooters. Place those in there. They lock down pretty tightly. And all around, it's armored pretty well underneath. Red laser pin needle launchers, and again those front stud shooters. Maybe the only thing really missing is the absence of quality landing gear. There's nothing really there. It's gonna lay flat like a boat. I wish there was some wheels to pop out somewhere, but I guess that's something we can custom on in. Can't have everything to a perfect build, right? And for a quick measurement, we are at about 12 inches in length and about 10-inch wingspan. I suppose the only problem with this build is its price point at around, what, $80, $90? That's crazy high for not even 400 pieces. This thing is burning through fuel. If I wasn't such a huge X-Men fan, I probably would have passed. I've mentioned before, I really want to build that Lego City fire station. I believe it's running less than this jet. Or almost less. So the old reliable Disney machine is taking advantage of us again. At some point, they're gonna price out everybody for wanting to see any of their things. But I'll bend the rules this time. I definitely wanted to pick this up. Now I've got somewhere to transport my X-Men team. So there's the X-Men X-Jet. Is it worth it? Oh, ouch, 85. That was a really big hit on the wallet. It looks like something that should be like no more than 50 at 400 pieces. So I guess again, if you are a wild X-Men fan who are just dying to get some Lego additional pieces for X-Men besides just a mech and a few minifigures, they don't really offer much for X-Men, and it's classic to 90s, so if you're a big 90s fan like I am, then there you go. It's kind of a perfect fit. You just gotta, you know, throw in an extra $35 or so to make up for it. But yeah, I guess it's really worth it if you're a big fan. But if you're not, if you're kind of a casual fan, I would say, oh, there's so many other options from Lego, like that fire station, which I really want to build. So there you go, that's the X-Jet. It's a pretty great build, but it's just high in dollar burning. And if you're a Superior Squirrel Watcher, put X Superior Squirrel Watcher. I don't know what that means. The rules are all so vague right now. We're just watching Superior Squirrels right now and rewarding you for being so awesome for getting through the full video today. If you like today's video, please give us a squammet your favorite X-Men character. And thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.
Why am I here, Goat? I really thought I'd have more airtime in this video.